Hello folks, thank you for joining us again for another episode of PopSizzle. I'm Chef Taylor Hall. Here today we're going to prepare very simply a side dish of applesauce, two different ways. And one thing to note when preparing fresh fruits and vegetables and introducing them to your, say, 5 to 7 month old, you want to start with a little bit more savory dishes due to the sweet tooth that most babies have. What we have here are organic apples. These are a smaller version. Any apple will work, and we're going to prepare them in two different ways. First, by roasting. To do this, we simply cut the apple lengthwise in half, and we're going to roast 4, and then we're going to process 3 in a different manner via the Biaba baby cook. We've got a sheet tray here lined with parchment paper, and we're going to just place all of our apples face down on the sheet tray. If you don't have parchment paper, that's fine. We're going to lightly coat our apples with vegetable oil, light olive oil, any kind of flavorless oil will work. In this case, it's light olive oil. We're just going to lightly coat them, just a few drops per apple. This dish can be paired nicely with, say, pork chops, other dishes that like something sweet. So we're going to pop these guys in the oven and move on to the second preparation. We slightly have to process the apples in a little bit different manner. We're going to peel the apples. Once they're peeled, we're going to cut the core out. Now we have our apples peeled, and we're going to simply core them with a knife. If you have an apple core, then that can make this process a little bit easier, but you can also do it with a knife, no problem. Cut the apple in half lengthwise, and then we're going to just simply make an angled cut. You want to be careful when cutting toward your hand. If you're not experienced, lay it on the cutting board. We've got our apple here, and we're going to just roughly cut it up into chunks. It doesn't really have to be a uniform size. Apple has enough moisture in the fruit that it's going to steam pretty much uniformly no matter how we cut it. So we pull our pitcher off, we filled our apples in the steam basket, and now we need to add enough water to add to the reservoir on the baby cook to steam the apples. Add it to the reservoir. Simple as that. Return our pitcher back to the base, and we're going to place our basket with the fruit inside back into the pitcher. Then we're going to put the lid on top and click it into place. Turn the dial to the left direction very simply. In the meantime, we have our apples roasting in the oven, which typically will take at 350 degrees about half an hour. This, we didn't take the skins off, we didn't take the cores out. So we need something that's going to catch the undesirable parts for our finished product of the applesauce. I have a kitchen tool here. You can find these at a lot of kitchen stores. They're very easy to operate. All you're going to do is place the apples as they are roasted in the food mill. We have a bowl to mill the applesauce into. And all we do is turn the crank. We're going to add about half a teaspoon allspice and cinnamon. And we're going to add as well about a tablespoon of butter. Stir it all up together. That's ready to go alongside a beautiful grilled pork chop. Duck would be fabulous with this, a duck breast. Our light is off on the dial. That means our steamed fruit is ready to go. Carefully, we're going to remove the lid. There's still some steam trapped inside, so we don't want to burn ourselves. We're going to pull out the basket. You don't need any water left in the pitcher. So now we're going to simply add our steamed apples and let the Biaba baby cook work its magic. So we're going to put the lid back on, and we're going to pulse until our apples are pureed into applesauce. Here we go. All right. And the final product is beautiful, fresh, organic applesauce. Thanks folks for joining us on PopSizzle today. I'm Chef Taylor Hall. My family and I are gonna go enjoy some apples And if you have any questions about today's presentation, visit dadlabs.com. Thanks again.